did just have my surgery on April 5th of this year, so I am post-op day number 24. I have no regrets of having the surgery. And so today I do want to go over why I decided to have this surgery finally, and how I've been doing during the process of the last 24 days. So starting off of why I wanted to have the surgery, I have always been big since I was 4. So it really didn't help my self-esteem or my self-confidence. I didn't love myself at all. I always felt ugly, even though like my family and my friends used to call me beautiful. I didn't feel like I was. So it really just hindered me my whole life. It caused me to emotionally eat. And I used to have, with emotional eating, I used to have a really bad sweet tooth. So it used to be cakes and donuts and a lot of ice cream, candy, things of that nature. I am a really simple eater. So with food wise, I wanted, grandma's breakfast, which was pancakes, sausage, bacon, biscuits, eggs, cream of wheat. I love cream of wheat. Still love the cream of wheat to this day. But mad that now I can only have it with Splenda, and I really don't think it would taste the same. I like chicken nuggets and french fries, burgers, pizza, a good TV dinner to throw in the microwave. So with me being a really simple eater, I didn't eat anything healthy. So I used to gain a lot of weight and not realize how big I was really getting. And doctors used to complain about it since I was younger, that I was getting too big, and it used to make me be like, okay, and I'll realize how big I'm getting, and it will hurt my feelings. Like I'll get more depressed and eat emotionally more. So knowing that, nobody really wanted me, like, to be in a relationship with me growing up because I was big. Like I used to hate hearing, oh, you're really cute or you're really beautiful, but you're fat. Like, okay, you could just tell me you wasn't attracted to me and kept it moving. That's how I felt. So with all that going on, I just didn't care about how much weight I was really gaining at that point no more. It was just like, it is what it is. And I just don't care. So I used to do certain things like roller coasters and stuff, and I realized that I was getting too big. My mama actually brought it up recently where, we went to California when I was in the 8th grade, and I couldn't fit on a ride. And that was like the first ride I ever got on that I couldn't fit on. And I cried because that made me realize how big I was. And after that, I emotionally ate. So it was like, even though certain things made me realize how big I was, in my mind, only eating made me feel better. So I gained a lot of weight. So in April 4th, 5 years ago, because I don't feel like doing the math, so I'm going to say 5 years ago, my dad had the gastric sleeve, and he started really pressuring me and my brother to think about and get it done because, we were plus size, a lot of health issues running the family, like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart problems, and everything. And especially on my mom's side with heart problems, it starts showing up in your 20s, 30s. And then, 4 of my family members died in their 40s on my mom's side because of heart problems. So my dad was like really adamant of, you need to lose weight, the gastric sleeve will help and everything. And again, it went in one ear and out the other. So I really just wasn't prepared for it. Since my dad had that surgery 5 years ago, during that process, I was seeing a therapist and a psychiatrist. So I was talking my issues out, and I started doing like certain things to show myself self-love and that I cared about myself, to a point to eventually I found out, even though a person, I am the same person, big or small. So if somebody didn't want me because I was big, but then tried to talk to me when I was small, I knew, you're not the right person for me because you didn't want me when I was how I was, and I'm just still the same person. I'm just a smaller size. So with help with my therapist and my psychiatrist, I got to a point where in April of 2021, I said it's time for me to lose weight. So I did do what my dad finally suggested, and I went to go see Dr. Myers in Chesapeake about having weight loss surgery. So we're talking everything over with him. Due to me having a really bad sweet tooth and loving like fried food, he recommended gastric bypass because they have a thing that happens like it's called dumping syndrome, where you get real sick if you eat something too sugary or too oily. And I knew I needed that to help me not go back to my old habits after the surgery. Because with the sleeve, you know, you can have sweets still and eat fried food and not get sick. So I wanted something to say, you know, even though I know I was going to work towards it, I wanted to make sure I didn't go back after a while to my old ways, because I wanted to keep the weight off once I lost it. Because in April of 21, my insurance didn't pay for the surgery. I would have to pay out of pocket, and it was $18,000. And at that time, I was like, yeah, I could pay $18,000, just work a lot of overtime and do this. But then I realized, no, that's not going to work. I have other bills. I have rent, because I was living with my significant other at the time. And then my significant other had 4 kids that he brought in the relationship with him. So I was like, I have, you know, my family to think about. And then I had like my mom and my brother and my dad. And, you know, what if they needed my help? I can't just save all this money for this surgery. Like, I didn't think about myself. I thought about how it would affect everybody else at the time if I did this. So I just got a little bit depressed again and started emotionally eating again. And I gained a lot of weight. So in, I want to say December of 21, I went to the doctor because I had something with my heart where my blood pressure was like way too high. And I found out that, you know, I had a murmur, and it was due to the fact of me being so overweight. When I stepped on that scale and it said 485 pounds, I was like, yeah, I'm too big. I thought instantly, if I eat for like 2 more days, I'm going to gain that 15 pounds. Then I'll be 500. And then sooner or later, I could be on the 600-pound life. And I hate that show. That show makes me so depressed, makes me sad. No, I can't do it. I was like, no, something needs to give. So it took a while for me to find the right doctor. And I ended up scheduling an appointment with the doctor up the street from my job. So Dr. Jessica Staples helped me in April of 2022 to get on phentermine, which craved my appetite, so I wasn't hungry. Then she recommended me to Dr. Gagalion, which is a bariatrics doctor. She got me on Trulicity, which helped my diabetes, but also boost my metabolism. With both of those medications and their diet plan of, you know, 2 protein shakes and a small meal, I was good to go. And yes, I had my days where I fell back into my old routine. I didn't want to walk or anything. Even when I tried to get a trainer and it was like, the trainer told me to run, I was like, I haven't ran since like elementary school. I don't know how to run. My jog is a fast walk. And I don't even like doing a fast walk. I'd rather just walk at a normal pace, at my pace. People, man, the trainer was like, oh, that's the pace not fast enough. I said, I'm fat, I got short legs, and I don't exercise. So what you want me to do? This is what you're going to get. So that really discouraged me. So I stopped meeting with the trainer. I didn't go to the gym. I walked every now and then. But I still was adamant on dieting and sticking to that 1 meal a day. So I end up losing weight still, and finally my insurance switched over to the new insurance with my job, which covered the best bypass surgery. So that was extremely exciting. So I started seeing Dr. Myers on January 12th, which was 6 days after my 27th birthday. And to know that I went from 485 to 427 I was extremely happy. So with me being that size, we did still agree on the bypass surgery, which was the best thing. And I started going through the program. His office is in Chesapeake, so it's Chesapeake Regional Surgical Weight Loss Team. They are excellent. I love Tracy. I love Nicole. The nurses at the Lifestyle Center, I don't know everybody's name because I'm really bad with names, but all of them was great with and really helped me out. They answered all my questions. Because I was getting a different surgery than my dad, I had a whole lot of questions that I couldn't just ask my dad because it's 2 different surgeries. And then he had it 5 years ago. So many things changed within a year, and with it being 5, I was like, yeah, I need help. They did agree. There were 2 support groups I had to go to, but after going to my first one in January, I made sure that every second Thursday I am in the support group, because it really does help being around other individuals around the same age, even if it's older, the older ones. Like, it felt good being around people who going through the same journey as me, who had difficult going on diets, had difficult drinking water, but found ways. Like, we learn from each other, and I really liked it. 3 of the nurses literally went through gastric surgery, so it felt really good being around people who went through the surgery, that literally is in the medical field, that's helping you learn. Because it's like, they not just telling you because that's what, you know, they read and learned in school. It's what they also went through, so they could tell you their life experiences. So I definitely recommend you find a support group, even if you don't go through Chesapeake Regional, which I believe with all my heart that Chesapeake Regional is way better than any other program. But if you don't go through them, I definitely recommend you stay with a support group. So they really do help you. At the time of surgery, so from January 12th being 427 pounds to April 5th at 7 o'clock that morning, I was 388 pounds. So I did lose a lot of weight waiting to have surgery. And today, as of yesterday, the 28th of April, I am 361 pounds. So that's 27 pounds I lost within this time frame, and I'm extremely happy. I didn't realize that after surgery I would be in as much pain as I was in, but I was just in pain because I have a very low pain tolerance. So every time I was breathing, I could feel like my stomach expanding, but it was hurting the incisions that was in my stomach. But the hospital was great with helping me, you know, keep me on medication to reduce the pain. They encouraged me to walk while I was there, which helped with the gas pains, because most of my pain, other than the breathing part, most of it was gas pains. So walking really helped the gas pains and relieve the gas. So I walked a lot. When I eventually woke up, the next day, because my dad literally had to really get me out of bed the day of. So I had surgery at 7:30, and I didn't fully become conscious until 7 at night. And he was like, he realized I was like all the way up, he was like, you know, let's go walking. And I was like, no. He was like, come on, get up, let's go walking. And I was like, no. He was like, come on, just a little bit, just around the corner. And I was like, ugh, he's not going to leave me alone. So I said, yes, so come on, let's go. But actually walking started reducing the pain that I was in. And I was like, oh, they won't lie when they say walking works. So I was really grateful for my dad at that point being there, because if he wasn't and he didn't push me the way he did, I probably wouldn't have gotten up, and I wouldn't have realized that walking made me feel better. So even when I got home the very following day around 2 o'clock, every time I would used to like drink something or try to eat an icy to do my fluid intake, I'll get gas pains, and I'll just go outside and walk around the court once or twice, relieve my gas pains, come inside, lay down, because I couldn't go to sleep or really get comfortable with gas pains. So that really did help. I did do my 1-week checkup on the 12th of April and got approved to go back to work. So I did go back to, so I was out of work from the April 5th until I got approved to go back to work on the 17th of April. So basically a week and a half. So I was really happy to know that I could go back to work. I got on a routine prior, so I set my alarms for my vitamins. I made sure I take my vitamins and my other medications. I had to grind up my medicines at first, like my pill forms. That was disgusting, like the most disgusting thing ever. Hated it, but I did it for the time period, and now I'm back to just swallowing my tablets, so I'm glad I could just swallow my medicine again. The only thing I really miss right now is my fruits. Like, I really miss eating strawberries and grapes and pineapples, so I can't wait until that is back in my diet. And I am eating 1 ounce of meat. That started on day 11. So it was really hard at first, but now I got it down. At first I could only eat tuna. So I ate tuna for a long time, but I got tired of eating tuna, so I've tried other ways to get the protein down. So I was really happy now that I can hold down chicken and deli turkey and things of those natures. So I'm really happy about my process. I'm not mad at it. I don't regret it, even though like certain times I do have pains. I don't regret it. So if you are thinking about having gastric bypass surgery, I do encourage you to email me. I will put my email down in the description again, so you can have it. I can answer any questions you may have. I will be doing multiple updates, especially with you know, me going further down the line, and now I'm about to be 1 month post-op, so my eating habits would change. So I would definitely update everybody. I never shared my weight before, so this is a first, and it's kind of scary because to know that everybody's gonna know how big I am. But I would definitely share my weight with them, my weight and my progress of losing it. If you have any other questions or any topics that you want me to go over, please email me those. Next week I will go over mental illness. So that will be the topic for next week. I'm so excited to go over that because that is something that I've been dealing with my whole life. So again, I like going over things I've been through because it's me being transparent. Other than that, the website does go live next weekend on May 6th. I'm extremely excited about the website going up. That will be in the description below as well. So please visit the website on May 6th. I did decide to do both to hit people who just like watching videos or people who like to read, because I like doing both. So I wanted to make sure I got hit both audiences like that. I do want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, you have a marvelous day and a marvelous week ahead, and God bless you all. Bye for now.